everyone, it's Dwayne Pinnell with Transwest Truck Trailer RV. I'm in Belton, Missouri, and here's my contact information for your viewing pleasure or for contacting me. I'd love to hear from you. Today I have the pleasure of showing you a 2026 Tiffin Phaeton 37BH. This is a bath and a half floor plan, and this has got a lot of upgrades on the coach. First of all, it sits on a FCCC Freightliner custom chassis. That's a Power Glide chassis. So this is a chassis that Tiffin used to make themselves, and now Freightliner is making it under their brand name, yet carrying the Power Glide name on it. So this is an XC chassis. We have a 450 horsepower Cummins engine here with an Allison transmission. Great visibility of the monitors in the dash. And we have the gear shift on the right hand side. You can also change your engine brake controls there with high, medium, and low controls, or off. Of course, in the off position, sometimes you go through municipalities that say no exhaust or engine brake because they don't want to disturb residents and because of the noise that the engine creates when that engine brake engages. This has Coney shocks on it, by the way, and it has a 10,000 pound towing capacity with a 10,000 pound weight at the hitch. So you can tow pretty much anything you'd like to. A small trailer with a car inside or a couple cars inside probably would do it, as long as those, again, aren't too heavy. We do have a step cover here as you enter, so the person in the passenger side does not have to let their feet just hang over that wheel or the stairwell there, and they have something firm to put their feet on, and it is strong enough that you can stand on it. I wouldn't advise jumping on it, of course. The monitors on the side here, so you can control lighting, you can control door locks from this position as well. It does have manual shades throughout the coach, so this would be the daytime shade, and the nighttime shade is a blackout shade just behind that. If I can grab it here. Yeah. There we go. Got to get a good start on it. There we go. So anyway, the darkening shade just behind that. Cup holder. You have a wireless phone charger for the passenger. This does have seat arm adjusting. So inside this little place that I'm putting my finger, it does have a paddle there. So you can adjust for the comfort and height on the chair of the passenger here. You can lay the seat back and then have that armrest in this position, so your arms aren't hanging way down while you're sitting in that reclined position. And these seats both do turn toward the rear. Now, an option on this coach that it does have is the overhead TV. This is an option that was added, one of the many that has been added to this coach. We do have the side window here that is a manual window, so if you need to open it, pay tolls. If you found some place that you could drive up to a window and they could assist you, that would be a good window for doing that, obviously. And then moving on back, we have this leatherette furniture, very nice bolstering, very comfortable to sit in. Another upgrade on the coach as an option is the theater seating here. So these are powered seats that you can completely recline. And just opposing the seating there, we have a televating TV that comes up just from here, raises up, makes that enjoyment of the viewing very, very nice. We have a sleeper settee or sofa here that you can bring out, so if you do have guests, that's a nice place for them to be able to sleep. And then the table here, which is the booth dinette, also will convert to a bed space. Now, this coach has the waterfall paint exterior on the outside. That's generation 12 on this one. And then it has the platinum cabinets. That's the color of the cabinets that we see. And we've got the titanium decor. So everything that you see in here as far as decor, the window lambrequins or valances are going to be part of that titanium grouping as far as the decor inside. Lots of cabinet space. Tiffin gives you tons of cabinet space. So inside the coach, we have about 375 square feet of living space. Overall storage in the coach, we have about 126 cubic square feet of storage in the basement below. It does have a slide tray that was added in this coach. We do have the pull-out shelving here, so if you need more prep space for cooking, you have this ability to pull that out and do that. Just simple slide back. have the full extension drawers with nice silverware organization inside there. And then the soft close drawers. Another option that was added on the coach is the dishwasher that we can just open there. And if you don't want a dishwasher, I tell people it's a nice place to store things. I mean, if you do have nice china that you may almost never use, but you want a good place to store them, that's a good place to store them. This has the induction cooktop with 2 burners there. True induction, so very safe in case you have little ones that are traveling with you and they would put their hand on that burner. And I know this for sure because my little granddaughter unfortunately just burned her little fingers on a hot cooktop and bless her heart. Anyway, this prohibits that from happening because they can put their hand on there all day long, and as long as there's not a magnetic connection, the burner is not going to be hot to the touch. But you do have to have special pans for this. You have to have induction pans in order to make that magnetic connection between the cooktop surface, the bottom of the pan to heat things up. And I was telling you that, you know, pound for pound, Tiffin gives you tons of storage space. We've got a nice pull-out drawer here for items you need access to while cooking, maybe cookbooks, anything else that you want to store in there. We have the great kitchen window here. And then this microwave convection oven is very residential feel. We have the cooking dome in there and some of the dishes that you can utilize in the microwave. Of course, we have the solid surface countertops throughout, and it's got a nice little sparkly fleck in that, so it makes it look much more elegant. We do have the tower of power here that raises. It has some USB ports and it has a couple of electrical outlets. So if you want to charge a phone while you're maybe working in the kitchen or just sitting in the living room, another place to plug things in, you have that access to that. And then all the cabinets above on the driver's side with USBs and electrical. You see in a lot of different places. So kids are taking their iPads, whatever it is, their telephones. You want to keep them connected so that they can entertain themselves maybe while going down the road. That's the ability to do that. Also, a little storage under each of these benches on either side. And then we do have heated tile floors here. Also an upgrade in the coach. Look at the nice ceiling appointments. So it makes it very elegant in this Tiffin Phaeton. Again, it's a 37-foot coach, 38 foot, 2 inches to be exact as far as the total length of the coach. And then we've got about 101 inches width on the coach. Moving on back, as I told you, this has a bath and a half. And here for going down the road, this is the bath to access while going down the road. And it does have the pedal flush toilet there. But you do have the clean out with a little spray wand. And then storage above, a medicine cabinet there, a nice sink. And also continuing with all that storage, a fantastic fan above to evacuate either heat or some fumes, humidity, what it might be. Residential style refrigerator side by side, French doors, and that's got the lock on it. So you see very easily unlocked, so it's not going to fly open as long as you lock that while going down the road. It is an energy efficient refrigerator. A lot of crisper bins and soda cans, beer, etc., whatever you carry with you. Makes it very convenient with a freezer tray just below that gives you a lot of space for those freezing items that you take along with you, with a tray that your ice cubes will drop in that tray. But you also do have dispensing from the door of the refrigerator as well for filtered water. So the coach has a whole coach water filter in it. And then you have the filter for the refrigerator itself, so you're going to get double the filtering. It does have the spider controls, so you can see we're on the lighting display now. With a simple touch of any of these, you can turn off lights throughout the coach, or you can use the master to turn everything off and then turn it back on, just like I did there. We have the generator control here, so you can start your generator from right here. You can see that we're plugged in right now. The chassis batteries are 14.1 volts. And then the house batteries are at 100% at 14 volts also. We are on a float charger right now, and the inverter's enabled. Everything is ready to go on the coach. We're hooked into 50 amp service, as you see right there. All of the temperature controls with the touch of a button. We have 3 different areas to control the temperature, or you can sync all the zones right here. Here's your heated floor. Touching that gives you the scales that you can set those at. You want it a little warmer, of course, the higher number. It's in the off position right now, so you can just simply push that, and it's electric mat floor heat, so it will nicely heat up the floor. And then you have your settings. This is your where you can set up everything. Your galley fan is in here as well. You got your mid bath fan, the rear bath fan, so there are 3 of those fantastic fans. Set up your security. You can do door locks from right here. You can lift the TV from here. And then the ceiling fan that's in the master bedroom, which we'll get to in just a moment. And then going back to the home screen, this is kind of an overview of the coach as it sits right now. So it shows you were plugged into the 50 amp service, and it just shows where everything sits right now in the coach as we're currently inside. So very convenient. We have the floor port here for your central vac system, and then it does have the port for plugging a hose in and moving it throughout the coach to clean these floors. And then this is carbon monoxide detector, keeps you nice and safe while you're in the coach. Moving back to the bedroom then, a king size bed. Again, that ceiling fan was just lightly mentioned while I was going to the overview of the spider system. This does have the egress door behind the headboard here, where you can actually exit quickly in case there were a fire up in the kitchen or something like that, that you could get out rather quickly. This does have windows on either side if it's a nice day, that you could open those windows for fresh air. You certainly have the ability to do that, draw some air in with this fan also. And then you have controls on either side for the lighting and a lot of the operations of the coach with USBs on either side. Little bit of storage with the doors that come open beneath those USBs, and then of course storage all above the bed here. On my right, your left, we have also the wardrobes. So for hanging items, both sides, you've got all of this space, as well as the drawers below with a hamper just here. So you take off those things that you've soiled or worn, and you can put those in there until you're ready to utilize the washer dryer, which it has a stacked washer dryer, another upgrade in the coach that we'll get to in just a moment, also in the master bath. And as we speak of that, let's just move on back there. It is a nice sized bath. I'm 6'1", and as I stand here, because of the skylight, I have plenty of headspace, as you can see. So lots of room. Maybe you're 6'4", 6'5", you've got room here. We do have the handheld wand for the shower, so you can still tidy up, wash up. For the ladies who want to just lift their legs, maybe while they're shaving their legs, they can do that very conveniently, very easily. And then this has an aquamizer system on it. So another upgrade on the coach is the hydronic heating that it has on it. So you've got the AquaHot system, and this is going to recirculate the water in the lines until it illuminates and tells you that it's hot. Then you can dispense water from the shower head, from the wand, and without wasting any water off of your fresh tank if you are not plugged into or hooked into city water. Access to the top of the engine, which is a diesel pusher here. So we do have the rear engine, cabinet space galore, nice carpeted, so things aren't as likely to slide or move around while you're going down the road. And then we have an electric flush toilet here in the rear. And I also mentioned that stacked washer dryer. There it is, the Splendide with the washing machine on beneath the dryer here. Very nice units while you're working or going down the road or just enjoying yourselves out in the great, beautiful country. Tiffin does a great job with all of their storage. And this is your electrical panel here, your air conditioner control here for override, and that's just about it. We have GFCI plugs here, So if you need to reset those, you're able to do that. Very nice hardware throughout the coach as far as door pulls, drawer pulls, etc. And this again is a 2026 Tiffin Phaeton 37BH, again that bath and a half, and the coach retails at $579,490. I can help you with that. And then it has $48,797 worth, or $797 worth of options that have been added. I'm Dwayne. Call me about this coach. Look at transwest.com, look at the Belton store where I am, and please give me a call. I'm able to help you, and if perhaps we don't have exactly what you're looking for in the Newmar, the Tiffin brand, on the Winnebagos that we carry, the Renegades that we carry, contact me. I'm your guy. I can help you build the coach on those models, the manufacturers that you want, that suits your needs, that fits your needs. Maybe it's not a dishwasher. Maybe it's not a washer dryer with a storage space. I can help you with that. We can sit down. We can look through design and decor books, set it up just for you so it can be your coach for a long, long time, and you will enjoy it. And I'm going to give you the best deal on the coach when we sit down and do that. I'm your guy. Dwayne Pinnell, 816-516-5312. I'm in Belton, Missouri. That's just on the south side of Kansas City, Transwest RV. My email, as you see, dwayne.pinnell@transwest.com. Thanks for your time today. And I know you've got plenty of things to keep you busy, but I enjoy bringing these videos to you. I hope you enjoy them. I hope you like and follow. Thanks so much. Have a great day.